What is wrong with the reviews on Steam when it comes to Just Cause 4? Welcome to Streaming Deluxe. Welcome, I'm Mr. Orange and my friends. What is going on with the reviews? So check it out here. 1122 reviews. So this game was released on 4th of December, so actually yesterday. So it's published by Square Enix, it's developed by Avalanche Studios, and it has all mostly negative reviews at the moment. I mean, that's crazy. Come on. I played Just Cause 2. I played Just Cause 3. Okay. I have to say I was not super convinced by it. So I still had a lot of fun. So I played it for like 20 hours or something, I think. So I had fun with the game, but mostly negative. What is the reason? So I think, therefore, guys, let's check out what is the reason. And yeah, little disclaimer, I don't own the game at the moment, so I can't tell you if the game is objectively, from a personal point of view, it's a good game. I'm shocked by those reviews. So, and I feel like I don't want to buy this game now. And then I read also some professional reviews, and they were all like, yeah, it's a mixed bag. So it was between 60 and 80 out of 100, so very weird. So therefore I think it's important that we going to try to find out now what's wrong with this game, because here you see IGN Best of E3 2018 nominee, Best of E3 2018 Gaming Trend nominee, Best of E3 2018. My god, this game got so many awards. I mean, this can't be mostly negative. This can't be the case. So guys, okay, let's jump into it. So what is, for example, Wyatt WB? Let's check out his first review. Okay, that's a very long one, so maybe we can extract there directly some information. So he played it already 11 hours, which is quite some time, I would say. And he says, yeah, thumbs down, or only wrote until now only 3 reviews, so that's not a lot. So, and also has not a lot of games in his account. But this put aside, so let's see what he writes. I love Just Cause 2 and 3. And he said 3 was always a game that I could waste many hours on whenever I was bored. Just Cause 3 additional wingsuit, so he describes this. Then Sky DLC. Now I bought this with the deluxe content because I wanted to the experience of flying a jetpack wingsuit and destabilizing a nation again. What I got was terrible controls for the wingsuit. Air braking now stops you dead in the air? Question mark. And no swooping, no changing directions. Suddenly everything feels more sluggish. Okay, it's a matter of control. I think we see here already in the first review we analyze it might be a matter of control. And then he writes, the DLC jetpack has been bastardized. Your charge for boost gets used up whether you use it fully or not. Accidentally tapped the button, there's all your boost gone. Missiles are inaccurate and sometimes just flat bounce off the things. And then he writes some more stuff about the gameplay. When it comes to graphics, he writes, I'm not usually one to care too much about graphics as long as it is fun, but the water was the one thing that actually took me out of the game because of how bad it looked. I don't want to cry, but Just Cause 3 had water that looked a billion times better than this flat, out of focus, brown sludge that's everywhere. Not to mention the glitchy texture breaks and the fact that your parachute shows up as a reflection that looms larger than the mountains. Okay, here's some issues with the game design, I would say. It's not precisely the graphics, it's much more the game design. When it comes to gameplay, the story is a cookie cutter as it comes, escort mission after escort mission after escort mission. Okay, so some boredness in the not very diverse missions is possible. And for the piece of resistance, for some unforeseen reason, the developers of this game decide to get rid of the most fun aspect of Just Cause series, the chaos. Yeah, the chaos is a really big part. So you destroy everything. You have rockets. You have grenades, and so much crazy stuff, and you just all put it together, and it's absolutely chaos, and you kill everyone and everything you destroy. So this was always the part that I really loved in Just Cause 3. So yeah, base liberation revolved around destroying enough enemy infrastructure to remove their presence from the region. This provided some of the best gameplay experience that I have had in a while. It gave me a reason to want to unlock and upgrade my weapons and vehicles. Nothing better than clearing a base with a single Bavarian nuke in Just Cause 4. Now it comes. So what is he writing? Base liberation is boring. Again, it's boring, he says. Only capturing an entire region when you have enough squads to move a line on your map to encompass that area, and then that base is yours, fully intact. The game world is also considerably less destructible. Oh, that's not a good point, actually. That's not a good point. I mean, the destructibility of the world is a huge part of the Just Cause series. I've only found wooden bridges that I was able to destroy when I had a ton of fun in Just Cause 3, sending trains and patrols to their death by blowing the bridge at a safe distance. Okay. So let's jump to directly to his conclusion. All in all, I think the developer thought they were, or maybe actually were, being pressured to innovate everything to keep things fresh, when in reality they pretty much destroyed everything that I personally enjoyed about the game. It's a very subjective review. I think we should continue and look further what we can find out. So Snow Graffiti writes, too long to read, version at the bottom. Come on, let's jump immediately to it, what we can find out here. The game isn't bad gameplay wise, but due to a few bizarre choices fails to capture the actual Just Cause spirit. No actual base liberation, no proper key mapping, bad UI. Although considering the past games, this may be part of the Just Cause spirit. Also maybe read his conclusion. In the end, Just Cause 4 isn't necessarily a bad game, okay? He said this before. Its mechanics are fun, the gunplay is fun, and I will definitely spend a bunch of time playing around in it. Driving my cars into the tornadoes, those are real fun, okay? Turning a forklift into an airborne vehicle, or just causing mayhem, but the longer I play, the more I think it's somehow a downgraded version of Just Cause 3 gameplay in the Just Cause 2 skin. Okay. And the more I play, the more I want to go back to the third part and just blow up some stone bridge and trains, both of which are things you apparently can't do in the fourth installment, and I tried. All in all, it isn't bad, it just isn't what I wished it would be, and quite frankly, what it could have been. Also, it's obviously just a bad port. Sometimes the on-screen button prompts show console buttons. Oh, bad port, that sucks actually. So Just Cause 3 had, when it came out, also issues. I mean, this game was not perfect from the beginning on. So it has, especially it has a lot of optimization, performance problems, and people were saying it's related to the Nouveau. So I don't know yet if this is also an issue here. So let's jump to another review. Shadow Blazer writes, So yeah, he writes his specs, so actually really good. So I should not have any issues with this game unless there's something wrong with the engine of the game. This leads me to the pros and cons currently. Pros, he writes, games runs very smooth, that's good. Voice acting isn't that bad. New weather effects are interesting, and cons, it's a huge list. He writes, pre-rendered cutscenes look like they were ripped straight off PlayStation 2 game due to no anti-aliasing applications, terrible texture quality, no effort put into the PC port whatsoever. The in-game settings do not work no matter what I tried. I even tried editing the ini file, highly inconsistent brightness, no way to edit keybind, no. Oh wait. Yeah, that's an absolutely no-go for me. If I can't edit my key bindings, my key mappings, if I can't do this myself, yeah, that's an absolute no-go for PC players. So I mean, it's fine if you're a console player or if you play with your Xbox controller, it might be fine. But if you want to play with the keyboard and the mouse, that's not the best. So the hell is this? How is it even acceptable? I paid $120 for a game that does not even have a proper ini file. This game is a train wreck right now. Wait for a patch or where we deep sail. Okay, he comes up with a lot of corrections, writes a lot. So what's another one? Jonathan Whiting, 13 writes, this is not my final review, but first impression, and so far I am very disappointed. The mouse sensitivity is so low, and even on max it's barely playable for me. It doesn't seem to scale well with 4K for some reason. The cutscenes look like a PS2 game. Okay, we heard this before, no joke. They look really bad. Low textures, feels like 30 FPS, even though the FPS, the frames per second counter, says 60. Character models look really bad. Graphics overall look much worse than Just Cause 3. The mountains and jungles in the background look beautiful, but up close the textures look really poor, and for some reason Rico's facial hair looks all flickery, and I'm pretty sure it's a bug with the lighting. And then he writes about the anti-aliasing implementation in this game is also all for playing at 4K. And then the performance seems pretty similar to Just Cause 3, if a little worse, but I get 40 to 60 FPS, so he describes this. But for now I'm unable to recommend this game as it is right now, because there are simply too many issues and the PC port feels very rushed out. Hopefully they will fix it in a patch, but I have little hope that a lot of these issues, like the awful textures, will get fixed. Oh my god, so the controls are not so good. You cannot demolish everything. The missions are a bit boring. The textures are let's say, they're not really clear. The cut sequences are boring and they look bad like a PS2 game. So, and did I say that the control, the key mapping is also not working? So that's, let's resume. These are the major issues we read now. And what is another person writing? So let's check here. Dale Dahl. So he writes, I honestly don't know what the fuss is about and why so many people are leaving negative reviews. It's like they never played a video game on release day before, or know that you can actually turn features off you don't like. Some of the top things mentioned in the reviews are the loss of the system where you used to take control of bases by destroying things. Personally, I never liked this and I hated playing hide and seek for that singular satellite dish or generator squirreled away in a cave somewhere. This is also a super unrealistic way to take over an island. Why destroy the power in the base you end up using? This never made sense to me. Yeah, he's actually true. Yeah, that's actually true. So yeah, you try to always destroy every little thing in a base, and then later you took over the base and everything had to rebuild again. So yeah, absolutely unlogic, doesn't make any sense. The new way is way more realistic and a lot more interesting. I love the way that the new conquest system works, where you slowly take over islands and you can see the fighting going on at the front lines, which is actually cool. Bases are intact because of course they would be intact. Why would a rebelling army destroy all the equipment they would eventually use? Okay, he's repeating himself. Alright, another positive reviews. Improved enemy AI, great mechanics, combat feels more satisfying than previous titles. Physics have clearly been made a focus, very varied enemies with different tactics, making it less rinse and repeat. Performance is great, even in dense combat scenarios. Cons, graphics in areas are hilarious bad. Still gives it a positive thumbs up, so waterfalls, some rocky areas. No FFV slider, remapping controls is a core. Menus are poorly designed. UI is a bit all over the place. So that's just some of the reviews. I mean, there are a lot of more reviews you can read. So could be good, game could be good. I want to love this game, but I just can't. The classic, great game, but constant crashes make it almost unplayable for me. Until this is fixed, I'm gonna stay negative. Can't play for more than 20 minutes without getting a game crash. Well, just not worth your money in its current state, not even on a big sale. Alright, my friends, maybe we should check very quickly the discussion board on Steam. That's always also interesting. So do you have the classic topic that the game is a fraud. Then you have the classic topic where someone writes, why are the reviews also salty? People should stop playing in general games. Then you have someone talking about a liberal agenda in the game. And then someone complains about it's already 1 day over since release and it's still not fixed. So are we also having can I run it? Can my toaster run the game? No, we don't have this. Yeah, and then you see people were mostly giving negative reviews, so then it changes from mixed back to mostly negative reviews. Let's check. Maybe we can look at some nice pictures. So that looks nice. A lot of blurry stuff, so I don't like blurry stuff, so I mostly turn off blurriness and motion as a motion blur in general. Well, what's that for a nice picture? It doesn't look so bad. Well, this I mean, I can't say that. I would say the graphics look nicer. I like this. Yeah, this character looks not so sympathetic. Actually, Rico also doesn't look so sympathetic. Looks fun overall. So it plays on some southern island. Nice cars. Also, yeah, the character models here a bit weird. Doesn't look like a bad game. I mean, if it would be like Just Cause 3, I think would be fine. So I really enjoyed this game. But maybe we should wait for some patches. So it's for me not day one purchase. I was very close to buying this game, and then I was clicking here on the Steam store page, and then I was like, I have to say I was actually shocked personally that the reviews were also negative, since I expected like good reviews, to be honest. So I didn't hear anything bad about this game before, so I was a bit shocked, and therefore I'm not buying it now. I think I'm going to wait for some sale. Some key also gets cheaper. Maybe it's a game I'm going to buy for 20 euros, 25 euros, but for the moment I don't want to buy the next big game that gets completely destroyed on Steam. I still have a couple of those games I did not play as much as I wanted to, so I think I'm leaving it here. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, I love the engagement under the video. You can give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or leave a comment. It's always a great pleasure to interact with the community. Check out also my other videos. And yeah, I'll leave it here. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy it. Bye bye.